Hello from Seattle. My name's Thomas Vogele. I'm the owner and winemaker of Luke, Columbia Valley. I founded Luke in 2012, originally because I felt that the growing region called the Wahluke Slope was one of the up and coming and rather undiscovered sub-appellations within the Columbia Valley. My first four vintages of Luke were strictly Cabernet Sauvignon because the fruit I was sourcing really reminded me of some of the great growing regions of the world, including Napa Valley and, of course, Bordeaux. The Wahluke Slope is right in the middle of Washington State. In fact, I have a nice little map here for me to use, and it's right here, right in the middle of the state of Washington. And it sits on this, right along the Columbia River, on this very gentle 8-degree grade from right along the Columbia River at about 500 feet up to about 1,500 feet at the top of the Saddle mountain range, which is split by the Sentinel Gap from the Columbia River. The Columbia River and the whole Columbia Valley was actually formed millennia ago by these floods that came in from Montana and drained throughout this whole Columbia Basin. The premise of the name Luke comes from the word Wahluke, and Wahluke is named after watering place by the Lenape tribe of eastern Washington. The Columbia Valley in general is the third most recognized sub-appellation, domestic appellation here in the United States after Napa Valley and Sonoma County. So I think there's a real comfort level with consumers about this AVA, which is, for me, I think very exciting because I think the Columbia Valley and Washington in general is at a tipping point. We are a very boutique wine growing or winery driven community. Not many wineries are making more than 5,000 cases, and very few make more than 10,000 cases. And those are the ones that actually find their way into distribution nationally and internationally. I'm very excited about our opportunities with our wines. Again, the focus has always been Cabernet Sauvignon, but over the last couple years we've been able to layer in Syrah and Merlot, and very recently we've also been able to find some very interesting Chardonnay from actually a sub-appellation called Ancient Lakes, which is just a little bit further north of the Wahluke Slope. I consider it a sister AVA to the Wahluke Slope. In fact, Ancient Lakes sits right here, which is this little square right above the Wahluke Slope, so very close to one another. But at the end of the day, we're very strictly focused on these big reds that work extremely well on the Wahluke Slope, which is one of the hottest sub-AVAs in Washington. Wahluke Slope and Red Mountain are the two hottest sub-appellations in the state and are really primed for big reds, Cabernet, Merlot, and Syrah. And I hope you enjoy the wines, and please reach out for any questions that you might have.